Welcome to Customer Service for the Residential Service Technician, a video series designed to help you enhance your customer service skills in the field. As a residential service technician, you are exposed to all kinds of customers. By being proactive from the very start of the service call, you have the opportunity to not only provide exceptional customer service, but also ensure repeat business and a solid reputation for yourself and your company. What makes a residential customer different from a commercial customer? Special consideration has to be made when working in and around a customer's home. Keep in mind that the home is sacred to the customer. This is where they sleep, eat, and raise their families. At a first-time call, you are a stranger in their home, and you must build rapport with the customer to help build trust. Keep in mind that in residential service, the customer tends to take things personally, whether it be financial or property related. Always be mindful of this and take into account that you would feel the same way if someone were in your home. There are also times where you walk into situations that you would never expect.
What's going on with the hot water heater? It's leaking again. It's going to flood the house.
No, it's not going to flood the house. It's fine. It just needs a plug. I don't know what that is that's leaking, but it's threaded, and a plug will thread right in there and stop the leak. Problem solved.
Well, whatever. I just don't want it to flood the basement.
Look, on my way home from work, I'll pick up the parts, and I'll fix it when I get home. Don't worry about it. If you recall, I'm the one who installed that hot water heater, and I'm the one who can fix it. You know it's only 2 years old.
I know. I'm just worried.
It'll be all fixed tonight.
I'm calling the plumber.
Hello, Huckestein Plumbing. This is Steve. Can I help you?
Hello. My water heater is shooting water out of it, and I don't know what to do.
Okay, sure. Let me get your name, your address, and your phone number, please.
Yes, it's Amy Johnson. My address is 1424 Maple Avenue, and my phone number is 412-555-1920.
Thank you, Amy. Now, let me see if I can help you through turning the water off so we can prevent any damage. Are you near the hot water tank now?
Yes, I'm standing right next to it. The water is shooting out of it. Can you hear it?
Yes, I can. Okay. Let's look for the water shutoff valve. Amy, please be careful, because if the water is coming out of the hot water heater, then it could be very hot. So stay clear of the water.
Okay, what should I do?
Just try to locate the hot water tank's isolation valve. It should be directly above the hot water heater.
Yes, I see it.
Okay, go ahead and turn that off by rotating the handle clockwise.
Got it. The water stopped running.
Good, good. That should do it until we get the technician there. I will communicate your call to the dispatch department, and they will assign a technician to your service call. The technician will call you before he arrives to arrange his visit. Let me go ahead and collect the rest of your information. Just so you know, we have a dispatch fee that is waived if we perform the work, and a diagnostic fee to assess the work to be done. Once the technician estimates the work to be done, he will provide you a written estimate, which you will need to sign for him to proceed. I will need a credit card number from you to secure the payment for these fees. Would you like to provide me that credit card number now?
Yes. Let me get my purse.
Hi, this is Andy with Huckestein Plumbing.
Hi Andy, it's Dale. I have a new customer who has an emergency hot water problem at her residence. The hot water tank is shooting water out of it. Steve talked her through the shutoff of the isolation valve which stopped the flow. Can you have a look at it as soon as you get a chance? Her name is Amy Johnson and she's at 1424 Maple Avenue. Her home phone number is 412-555-1920. Steve secured her credit card info and went over all the fees with her. But again, her name is Amy Johnson at 1424 Maple Avenue. Her phone number is 412-555-1920.
I'll give her a call now.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hi, this is Andy from Huckestein Plumbing. Is this Amy?
Hi, yes.
Hi, I'm in your area and I should be able to be there in about an hour. Is there anywhere particular that I should park?
You can park in front of the house. On the street is fine.
Okay, great. Well, I'll be there soon.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Andy from Huckestein Plumbing.
Hi, I'm Amy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Come on in.
Well, let me put something on my feet. Now, are there any pets or small children in the home?
No, why?
Well, we'd like to ask to make sure that we don't leave anything out for them to get into.
Oh.
My dispatcher says that you're a new customer. How did you hear about us?
I was doing laundry in the basement when the hot water tank started spraying water everywhere, and I saw your number on the furnace.
Okay. Well, let me tell you a little bit about Huckestein Plumbing. We've been in business for over 50 years, and we pride ourselves on customer service and being a 24/7 operation. Now, here's my card for future reference. Now, we can handle all of your plumbing service, repair, and installation needs, as well as many other services. Now, if you need any other information on our company, our website's on my card. Now, is your hot water heater in the basement?
Yes.
Now, I will need access to it and possibly your garage. Is that okay?
Sure, sure.
Great.
The man on the phone told me how to shut the water off.
Okay, great. Well, we'll have a look and see what the problem is.
My husband John said he would fix it, but he's at work and it just started spraying harder, and I don't want to flood the house.
I understand. I'll have a look and we'll take care of the problem. Well, it's definitely the relief valve that's leaking. I would recommend replacing the relief valve. And by code, the valve needs to be piped just above the floor to avoid scalding someone if it opens up. Now, I would also recommend installing an expansion tank to avoid any nuisance openings. Now, I'll write this up in an estimate, and then we can discuss your options.
Thank you. I'm just going to call my husband John so you can explain this to him.
Sure.
What I'll do is I'll send it over to you. Oh, can you hold on? Actually, I'll call you right back. Hi, honey.
Hey, the hot water tank was leaking so bad I panicked and called a plumber.
What? I told you I was gonna fix that.
I know, but look, he's here already, so let him explain this to you.
Hi, John. This is Andy from Huckestein Plumbing. How are you?
Well, I've been better. Look, I told my wife everything's under control. I picked up a plug for that valve and I'll fix it when I get home.
Well, the relief valve is a safety device, and by code, you cannot plug the valve. Doing so could lead to deadly consequences.
Well, look, I could be home in 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes and we'll talk then.
Oh, come on. How long's he been here already?
Hi, sir. I'm Andy from Huckestein Plumbing. I want you to know I'm not here to get in your way, but I am concerned with the way this is currently set up.
What? I put that in 2 years ago. It's been fine that long.
Actually, you did a really great job. I can see the solder joints are well done. You really did a nice job. But you can't just plug this up because this is your pressure relief valve. This is actually a safety device, and if that valve is plugged, it could lead to an explosion and deadly consequences. By code, it cannot be plugged. It has to be piped just above the floor to avoid scalding if it ever opens up to relief pressure. Also, the relief valve is opening for a reason. To fix the problem, we need to install an expansion tank in the system. I would also install a new pressure relief valve to be on the safe side.
Look, I didn't know enough about this stuff. I'm just gonna fix it myself. I mean, we don't need you here anymore. How much do we owe you for this visit already?
I can't believe you. He's already here. Just let him fix it.
I'm not gonna pay for someone to fix something I can fix myself. Look, I'll take care of it, really.
Sure, sir. I understand. As long as you know my recommendations. I want to be clear that you are taking responsibility for not having a professional service this. Now, all I need you to do is sign this refusal of work form, And I'll give you my list of recommendations for your reference, and we can take care of payment.
Whatever.
This service tech has been put in a difficult situation. In this scenario, the customer that requested the service is being challenged by the other customer. This is a situation where both parties may be equal decision makers in the home, but now you are stuck in the middle. The only choice you have is to listen to identify the primary decision maker, if one exists. Be professional and stay focused. Most people will sympathize with the fact that you are there to do your job. Make your recommendations. If the work relates to a safety issue, state your concerns. If work is refused, ask to collect payment for the service call. Always have the homeowner sign off on work refused, especially when it relates to a safety issue. Sometimes, as a residential service technician, you can get caught in the middle. Maintain your professionalism and make your recommendations. Oftentimes, once the homeowners realize that you are providing valuable information that affects their wellness or safety, they will listen and have the work done. If you find that you cannot get approval to proceed, follow your company's specific policies for refusal of work.
Well, it's definitely the relief valve that's leaking. I would recommend replacing the relief valve. And by code, the valve needs to be piped just above the floor to avoid scalding someone if it opens up. Now, I would also recommend installing an expansion tank to avoid any nuisance openings. Now, I'll write this up in an estimate, and then we can discuss your options.
Thank you. I'm just going to call my husband, John, so you can explain this to him.
Sure.
Have them on your desk by noon. Definitely. Oh, can you? I'll call you back. Thanks. Hi, honey.
Hey, the hot water tank was leaking so bad I panicked and called a plumber.
What? I told you I was gonna fix that.
I know. Look, he's here already, so let him explain what's going on.
Hi, John. This is Andy from Huckestein Plumbing. How are you?
Oh, I've been better. Look, everything's under control. I picked up a plug for that valve, and I'm gonna take care of it when I get home.
Well, the relief valve is a safety device, and by code, you cannot plug the valve. This could lead to deadly consequences.
Really? Well, I could be there in 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes and we'll talk about it then.
So I see that on the report, and what else are you going to do?
So, what do you mean? I put this in over 2 years ago and it's been fine for that long.
Yes, sir. You actually did a great job. I can see your solder joints are well done. You really did a nice job. But you can't just plug this up because this is your pressure relief valve. This is actually a safety device, and if that valve is plugged, it could lead to an explosion and deadly consequences. By code, it cannot be plugged. It has to be piped just above the floor to avoid scalding if it ever opens up to relieve pressure. Also, the relief valve is opening for a reason. To fix the problem, you need to install an expansion tank in the system. Now, I would also install a new pressure relief valve to be on the safe side.
Okay, well, makes sense. Let me get changed and I'll give you a hand.
Well, actually, it's our company policy that we can't accept help from our customers. It's just for your protection, and hey, if something goes wrong with it this time, you can blame me, right?
Right. Okay, well, I just didn't want you running up the bill on me, you know?
Absolutely, sir. I understand. I tell you what, I have a list here of recommendations and some alternatives for you. If I can go over them with you and your wife now, I can get started right away and keep my stay to a minimum. Sound good?
Sure.
Now, as I mentioned, the relief valve will need to be replaced. I have that with me, and I have to run some pipe down to just above the floor for safety reasons. You know, it's very dangerous not to have that installed because of the scalding water pouring out of the valve in the event that the pressure needs to be released.
Honey, we need to do that, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say that.
Now, I'd also like to recommend that we install an expansion tank.
What? We've never needed one before, and this house is 30 years old.
Yes, that's true, but what has happened over the years is codes have changed, requiring a backflow preventer to be installed on your incoming water system. It looks like you have yours installed, which means you now have a closed system. This allows your relief valve to do its job. But of course, the water needs somewhere to go. This expansion tank will provide cushion to protect against the added pressure. Do you remember having yours installed?
Yeah, actually, that was required when we bought the house over 2 years ago. That explains it.
We need to do that, right, John?
Well, let's just see the costs of all this and then we'll go from there. But it sounds good, I guess.
Great, thanks. Now, here's what you're looking at to do the new valve, the drain, and the expansion tank. Now, I can finish this in about 3 hours, and here's your total for today. Is this okay with you?
Yeah, looks okay, I guess.
Okay, sir, well, if you can sign on the line, I have the parts in my van, and we can get started right away.
In certain situations, you may have to say no to your customer. If a customer asks to give you help or requests that you do something that is not part of your list of recommendations, then explain why you can't perform their request. Customers are usually understanding and realize that you are there to do your job. When saying no to a customer, tell the customer what you can do before you say what you cannot do. Offer options. Explain why you cannot do or perform a certain request, and, if possible, refer the customer to someone who can help. Provide the homeowner with options and alternatives to help them make decisions when it comes to your service call. Show the customer that you really care about serving them. This will overcome any defensiveness they have and will help gain you quick acceptance. Providing options and alternatives is a great way to build trust and ensure repeat business because you are allowing the customer to choose, not telling them what to do.
Well, I'm all finished here. This is a copy of your work order with everything I've done and the costs. And we have a 30-day warranty on parts and any repairs we make. However, that does not include the existing hot water heater should something else go wrong. Do you have any questions, or can I explain this for you?
No. This all looks in order.
Well, I can collect a check, or we can use the credit card that you called in with earlier.
Just use the credit card, please.
Okay, thank you. Well, this is your credit card approval. I just need a signature, and I can leave a copy with you today. Now, were you 100% satisfied with my service visit today?
Absolutely. I'm just so glad it's fixed.
Yes, thanks for taking care of this for us. I always try to do things myself.
I know how it is. In the future, please keep us in mind for anything you need.
Hey, if I would have known what a hassle this could have turned out to be and then not even be safe, I would have had you install it in the first place. As a matter of fact, Amy, your dad's always trying to do things himself too. I think I'm going to give him your info. Last time I talked to him, he said he was going to be installing some water lines in the kitchen or something, so I think he can use some professional help.
Well, I gave Amy my card, and I put a sticker with our information on the hot water heater, so if you need anything else, please don't hesitate to call. Well, it was a pleasure to meet both of you, and thank you very much for your business.
Thank you.
By making sure the customer's needs are met and expectations exceeded, you are ensuring that not only will they call back for future service work, but they will also likely tell other people about their experience. This word-of-mouth advertising is the best marketing plan any company has. Seek the customer satisfaction, and you will ensure referrals for you and your company. Good customer service is a skill in itself, and as you've seen, recognizing the residential customer and the special considerations you must take is another way to establish a healthy relationship during the service call. Like any skill, it takes some work to hone, but eventually it should become second nature, an extension of yourself and your own personality.